Hey everyone, I am Laura Zolke. I am the Vice President of the Board of Trustees here at Unity Church of the Hills. And I'm excited to be here today to ask you a really important and I think poignant question. And that is, are you willing to answer the call? So often in our lives, we come to these moments where we feel that stirring inside of us. We know something's percolating. And I think collectively, as a community, certainly at UCOH and in our world, we've been feeling that percolation for quite some time. And I don't know about you, but it's like my brain literally, time is in this weird warp. And I don't know what day it is usually. I don't know what time it is. And it's almost like I feel like I'm being internally rearranged. And I don't know for what. And so I realized just this morning in talking with a friend that it's just about staying open. And here at UCOH, we've been asking ourselves that same question. The board's been meeting almost weekly to discern, what is ours to do? How do we support, you as our community and our congregation? How do we support our staff? And it's this percolation, right? This is this sense of there's something happening. We can't quite put our finger on it. We don't know what, but we know that that spirit is moving through us, as us. And so as we sat with it and as we look to this fall, which it's crazy that it's already now September, because again, it's like, wait, what year is it? What time is it? What month is it? But we're looking ahead always and wondering and asking, what's next? And so we are super excited. The staff has been working diligently to pull together an amazing set of events for this fall. And as we sat with it and reflected on it, we thought, there's something that's stirring as a theme, as an encapsulation of all that we're being moved into as a community within our world, even individually, right? Even individually, we're feeling those nudges within ourselves of wanting and desiring and expressing something more. And so as we sat with it and we brainstormed around it, it just came through, answering the call. Right? Answering the call to step more into who we are here to become. In UCOH, we talk a lot about our unity principles. And what we're really talking about this fall is our fifth principle, is that we can be in prayer and meditation, we can be in community, and those things are amazing and wonderful. But it's a larger question of how do we live this in the world, especially at a time when there's so much happening and there's so much negativity and in some cases toxicity and fear. How do we individually and collectively shine our lights bigger and bolder and brighter? And so with that theme of answering the call, we're kicking off next week on September 9th and 10th. We're kicking off our World Day of Prayer, which we're super excited about. It's going to be an amazing series of prayers and passages that you can use to just tune in and listen for yourself and discern for yourself where Spirit is calling you forward. And then we are moving into work with Dr. Roger Teal. I will throw in here that I'm also doing a talk on September 13th that morning called Grace in the Gaps, which is going to explore that idea of how do we move from this frantic doingness of life back into our beingness? How do we recenter in a time of so much turbulence and fear and uncertainty? And then that afternoon on Sunday, September 13th, Dr. Roger Teal is going to be leading us through some collective healing to discern and explore for us as a community, how can we let go of the past? And one of the biggest milestones perhaps is coming in November because we are embarking on our 25th anniversary. We are growing up, right? We're adults now at UCOH with our 25th anniversary. And so I think this is a really important time collectively in our community for some healing. And so through Roger's Bridges to Breakthrough program, we're going to spend some time in reflection and exploration about how do we, as a community, heal? How do we release the past so that we are ready for what's to come? Because I don't know about you, but it certainly feels that in my individual life, in our collective community, and here at UCOH, we are being positioned for a huge pivot. So it's no longer about just sort of being internal and sort of sitting on our laurels of what we've done maybe individually or collectively as a community, but how are we then sharing our light in the world? And we feel that stirring within us at UCOH. We've been feeling it for a while. We've been intending it through our vision work. We've been intending it through our search for a minister, because we know, it's giving me chills as I say it, because we know there's something more. We know that there are more people who need what we have to offer. And all we have to simply do is answer the call. So I would invite you to tune in for these this next series of events, answering the call to prayer, answering the call for healing, answering the call for connection and community through our spirit circles, and answering the call, most of all, to show up in your world brighter and bolder and more empowered and enlivened with that Christ energy that we know is part of you, is part of me, is part of all of us. And we are so excited and we're so grateful. So thank you for tuning in. I'm excited to see where we go next. Most of all, have a beautiful day. I'll see you soon.